This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome. How we doing, guys? Thank you for joining me for another Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction reaction. This is Season 3, Episode 2. I opened Season 3 with a 2 out of 5, so looking to do a little bit better with Episode 2 of Season 3. Had a pretty good average during Season 2, so hoping to keep that going. And yeah, let's just get into it. If you're not familiar with the show, we see 5 stories. We have to guess whether each story is either true or made up by the show's writers. Well, let's see how this goes. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, a reminder, spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back, but for those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet. This is Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction, Season 3, Episode 2. Here we go.
Sometimes you have to check things out from all angles to understand the big picture. Take these photos. They appear to be snapshots of animal and plant life, all of various species and families.
I see a penguin, I see a
Take
fly.
a step back to view the big picture.
Oh, that's fun.
Now you can see a truly endangered species. Dependent for survival upon the Nielsen family. The lesson found
Sounds about right.
within
You can kind of create any kind of collage like that if you change the hue of the picture.
You ever visited a truck stop?
No.
Those special coffee.
I mean, not a true
sausage,
truck stop,
eggs,
but yeah.
And apple. They're supposed to be experts on food, driving, life, and friendship. Trucker Dan Weaver's about to learn a lot more about all of them.
My driving buddy, Hal Dick. We met once a week at our favorite truck stop. Hal Dickey and I had a lot of great get-togethers.
Hey, Dan.
I will never forget.
Gloria, could you bring me
Here you go, sugar. 2 donuts and a cup of Joe.
After 5 years, you
She
finally
knows.
know what I always order.
Well, you know, you got yourself a world-class safe food rut happening here, Dan. I'm not going to be the one to break that streak.
Took her long enough, though.
Looked outside for your rig, Hal. Where the hell are you parked?
It's up the road.
You in trouble?
Maybe?
What's a guy gotta do to get a donut in this joint?
Well, you tip, no wonder she ignores you.
Hey,
Dig in.
Low blow.
Oh, sweet.
What's wrong with those? Oh, I see. You think you got cheated because they got holes in them?
Oh,
Funny. Just bring me
donut
another
joke.
round.
fine with me, Gloria. Don't say hi.
She in a mood today or what?
Whee.
Boy, what's he so weird about?
Hal.
Each one thinks the other is weird.
No, I can't decide to go with the speed options or the towing package.
And this is the dilemma you've been wrestling with?
Yeah, it's a big decision. I mean, I've been wanting something
seem
I
that
can
big
tow a
in
boat or a
hindsight.
trailer, and I already decided to go with the oversized tires and chrome wheels, so that's not an issue for me anymore.
Oh, that's a relief.
At least you got that figured out.
Boy, you sure are in motor mouth today.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
I mean, isn't everyone... Wait, whoa. Hal's not there. Maybe... Wait. Oh. He snuck away. Like, I thought it was going to be a ghost Hal. Maybe it's still a ghost Hal.
Save your money. That thing hasn't been working for a week.
Gloria, one dance for the road.
Watch it, Buster.
I didn't do nothing. It was him.
Him. You need to take some time off.
Yeah,
And you need to keep
she
your
really
damn
doesn't
hands
see
to
him.
yourself.
But somehow she can feel his hands.
Why don't you say something to her? You're getting me in trouble here.
I'm trying to keep you out of trouble, Danny boy.
Yeah,
I better go out
kind of
and-
counterproductive.
Each week I put away a little.
Well, if something ever happens, how's she even gonna know about it?
You're clued in now. Anything ever happens to me, you let her know it's there.
I'm young, I'm a good driver, nothing's gonna happen.
You
You
never
can't really
know
think
when
like
it's your
that.
time.
Oh, yeah, no, I can make Jersey City by 4, no problem. Yeah, I'll call you when I get in.
All right. Oh, yeah, there's the ambulances.
Dan, I don't know how to put this, but, Hal's rig was in a crack up down at the I-80.
He's dead,
What are you
isn't he?
talking about?
Hal didn't make it. I'm really sorry. I know how close you two were.
Yeah, I know.
At that moment, I needed
Someone
to
took
make
a bite
sense
out of the
something
donut.
That made no. I let his wife know about the money he'd put away. And sure enough, she had no idea it even existed, just like Hal said.
Was Dan actually visited by the spirit of Hal, or was it just his overtired mind playing tricks on him? But if Dan was
maybe?
only imagined, how could he have possibly known about Hal's secret bank account? Was it something Hal told him years ago that became part of a hallucination? But if Dan
Yeah, I
was
wonder.
hallucinating, who ate Hal's food?
Gophers? Decent story, a bit of a predictable story. Like, as soon as I saw that, Gloria was ignoring Hal, it's like, I have an inkling something's not right here. Like, maybe he's a ghost or something. It's that kind of trick where, you think he's a ghost right away, and then it just turns out he's at the jukebox, but, in the end, he's still a ghost. Again, a hallucination is, within his own mind, so if he's the only one seeing it, then maybe he knows what he thinks he saw. I guess it's possible, too, that, maybe he knew about the bank account from before as well. So I don't think there's anything, really off base here, but the story was predictable, so that's what's kind of pushing me the other way, but it's not as strange as some other things that have been true. So, you know what, I'm going to mark this as true. And I almost didn't, but yeah. So, got our first one down. Let's get to the second one. Oh, that's pretty.
Charm of a music box. These intricately crafted objects can cost anything from a few dollars to thousands.
$1,000 for a music box.
Ellen Lippert has an emotional attachment to a music box she's never owned. She's only seen it in a movie.
Okay.
The movie had a happy ending, but the ending in store for Ellen is completely unpredictable.
All right, see how this goes.
It was my birthday week, so I decided to visit my best friend Gail in California. Gail and I had been close since grade school.
Good birthday.
And I hadn't
Eating lunch in the sunshine in February. Ellen, promise me you won't let this get out to the people back home. We'll be overrun here.
a little secret.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ladies?
Oh, thank you. Hey.
Surprise flower gift.
The only thing that would make it more perfect is if I was here with
A guy. Wow, how politically incorrect.
sad but true.
Oh, wow.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, these are definitely best friends.
It's over. Really.
We've been friends since we were kids, and I gotta tell you, that's about the most pathetic, least convincing denial I've ever heard.
Yeah, she still loves him.
Sometimes we get into these stupid arguments over nothing. Maybe it was
That's
me.
who it is.
He took the first out-of-town job he could get. Something in sales, I heard.
Argued as
Like
much as
this
that.
out of town?
Unbelievable. What?
This music box. Ted and I looked everywhere for one just like it.
Oh,
I
wow.
first saw it in this movie, a Charles Bronson film, believe it or not.
Charles Bronson, was there like a bomb in the music box?
Oh.
The tiny
I'm not that
machine
familiar
gun?
with Charles
It was
Bronson,
actually
so
a
I don't know if they're
romance called From Noon Till 3.
From
Charles
Noon Till
Bronson's
3,
spent a few
yeah.
romantic hours
Not
with
familiar with that
Sarah,
movie, so
played
I
by
don't know.
Anthony. They danced together in this movie, and the woman owned a music box just like this one, with a dancing couple on it. It was so romantic.
You're getting me all teary-eyed.
Probably every
Yeah,
antique
not
store
really.
and jewelry.
Ted's out of your life. Don't torture yourself. Forget the music box, okay?
Something tells me he's not.
I'm gonna buy it.
How much is it, I wonder?
Charming piece, isn't it? Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The
Oh, no.
figurines.
You buy a broken music box, it's only going to remind you of a broken romance.
She's still going to, isn't she?
I know just what somebody in your frame of mind needs right now.
What?
There's an ice cream parlor in the next block.
Ice cream solves everything.
I'm about to do something really stupid.
Does this
Oh,
have
she-
some connection?
is she
with-
gonna go back?
I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever Ted comes into the conversation, the word stupid pops up a lot.
I'm gonna buy the music box.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, is it gone now? Someone else got it first.
I told the young man it didn't work.
And I told her it didn't matter.
Oh, wow. I bet that's him.
So I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to get a gift wrapped.
Oh, it's a present for her. And they're right back in love all over again. Yeah, you were calling the guy stupid 5 minutes ago, and now you're all heartwarmed.
Like
Oh,
I always say, some things just.
As soon as they're
can't be
together, it starts to
explained.
work.
Perhaps Ellen's girlfriend Gail set up the entire chance encounter with Ted. Did she
Maybe?
plant the music box too? And how do you explain
I mean,
the
that'd be
broken
difficult.
music?
I thought the first one was predictable. This is a storyline I saw coming like a mile away. Like as soon as, they mentioned that Ted had moved away, taken the first, out of town job. I knew he was going to turn up here. Like I knew that. I kind of know the writing style of this show too. Like the music box doesn't work, and I kind of knew as well. Like as soon as they get together, it is going to work. I'm onto this show now. I'm onto it really. So because of how predictable it was, and how well constructed the story was, it was a nice story. It really was. It was a heartwarming story. It just seems too put together. Like I don't think it's impossible really, but it just seems like somebody wrote it. I'm gonna mark this one down as fiction. So I've got one truth. I've got one fiction. Let's see what story number 3 is all about.
If you need a quick cash loan, you take something of value, say your $300 watch. A pawnbroker might give you, say, $100 cash for your watch. He keeps the watch. You get a claim ticket. If you fail to return in the agreed-upon time limit, the pawnbroker is free to sell your watch to someone else.
All right, let's see.
So I pawned the watch my folks gave me for college graduation. Probably cost them $1,000. All I got for it was $150 cash. Lucky
you gotta
for me,
do
my
sometimes.
buddy Jerry came.
150.
Still hot from the ATM machine.
You saved my butt, man.
Gee, here I thought I was saving your watch.
Hopefully they didn't sell it already.
Yeah, nice watch. I remember it.
You
Remember
remember
it.
it. Come on. What are you talking about?
Fella came in and bought it.
Can you check the number again? See, I called 2 days ago for an extension.
Hey, kid, you can have all the extensions
Did he get
you
it?
want. Look at the back of your ticket. It shows you how we operate. Obviously,
fine
there's
print.
been a misunderstanding. Here's all the watches I got. You see your watch anywhere?
Let's see. I mean, he does deal with a lot of
You lied to
watches.
me, man. So now you're calling me a liar, huh?
How about we settle this like gentlemen?
But,
Oh,
I'll handle this guy, Jer.
you're gonna fight in the middle of the store?
end of story.
This is not the end of the story, and you better believe that.
Kid, all I have to do is push 3 little numbers, 911, and the cops are hauling you downtown.
Run.
Today, this is a viral Facebook
Be a
video.
friend.
Oh, how am I going to explain this to my parents?
I think you were just ripped off, man.
Yeah, well, I need
Yeah,
to
probably.
get that watch.
The next day, I went back to the pawn shop. There was a guy with
holding
a
a gun.
red cap checking out a gun.
Oh,
You
hi.
again. I told you, kid, I ain't got your watch.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. Why don't you open the safe? That's a good idea.
Oh, maybe
Probably
it's
got
in
lots
this.
of other
Whoa! Oh no! 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 No!
Do what the man says. Open the safe! I could use me a fancy watch.
Oh, I wonder. Oh. Yeah.
Man, then what happened? What happened? What happened is I woke up.
Wow.
I was sweating
Oh.
like a pig.
Dream? Oh, it is a dream. Yeah. I was gonna say that didn't feel real.
You know what I think? I think that pawnbroker lied to me. I think it's some kind of scam. I think he never sold my watch.
Oh, we'll see. I guess.
I'll be right back.
Here you go in, and he's wearing it. Sold it to myself.
It was exactly
Oh,
like
oh,
my
the
dream.
gun guy's there. He's looking for the robber right now.
When you get the safe open, give me the watch and all the other goodies you got in there.
Oh,
Back out of here! You're not stealing my watch!
he's not scared at all. Doesn't even know if it's loaded.
I'll bet that thing ain't even loaded. 2 to 1. You're wrong.
You gonna take that chance, buddy? Maybe yours isn't even loaded. What do you think of that? Pointed at him
Thanks,
now.
pal. There's no shells in this shotgun.
It was scary enough.
I know. Just like I know you still got my watch.
He does, doesn't he? There it is.
Even though I was right about the watch, I'd never done anything as stupid as grabbing that shotgun. I was lucky. From now
Gave it
on,
to him
I'm
for
gonna
free.
keep out of money trouble during the day and try not to dream at night.
Oh, they're buddies now.
Was it just happenstance that Ron had that dream? Then how do you account for such strong similarities between his dream and the actual incident in the pawn shop? Was it a case of premonition? Ron has never experienced one before or since.
Talk about that one. It does happen that, like, premonitions happen, stuff like that. You know, you dream about something and then what happens in your dream actually happens, you know. It's rare, but, you know, there are instances of it happening. There's, like, psychic instances, stuff like that. Maybe they kind of played up the actual dream part. Like, maybe, you know, he came back to get his watch and the thing happened, and maybe the actual dream part was a little bit exaggerated. But I do kind of see this happening. Nothing against pawn shop dealers or anything like that, but I know they're in it for the money. They're trying to make a buck. Yeah, you know, they think they can make money off somebody, and you know, maybe he was trying to save the watch for someone who would pay more, type of thing. And then when that incident happens and his butt gets saved, basically, you know, says, okay, I have your watch, here it is, yada yada yada. So I mean, just like the other two, it's not really an outrageous story, and I think I could see this one happening. Again, maybe the actual dream was overplayed a little bit, I'm thinking, but yeah, I'm going to mark this one down as true. All right, story number 4.
From Adam and
online
Eve
story.
to today's best-selling novels, the world's oldest story is Boy Meets Girl.
Pretty much.
That's why papers are always filled with personal listings and people seeking relationships. In
You don't
addition,
really see those anymore.
Sandy Bowman is running out of hope. She's tried every method of finding the right guy, and now she's prepared to seek him out in ways that are beyond belief.
She's about to find the wrong guy, isn't she?
It's not that I'm desperate. Well, okay. I guess I am a little desperate.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, relationships just don't seem to work for me. At least not for very long.
What she gotten herself into?
I've read all the self-help stuff, done couples counseling, worked on my inner child, meditated, and
She's
prayed
done
at
everything.
Then my friend Marcia had a strange suggestion. She recommended this woman, sort of a, now don't laugh, a gypsy fortune teller.
Oh, really?
Mrs. Hatchigan.
Come a long way.
Yes, I have. How did you know?
Out-of-state license plates.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All sisters.
That's right. All married.
Except you.
Yeah.
No ring.
Yep, that'll do it.
You were engaged last year.
Oh.
It didn't work.
This lady knows a lot.
Will I find him?
No.
She won't, eh?
He is destined to find you.
Wow, okay. The little flip.
My own desperate search for the right man. Forcing relationships.
Never works like that, really.
I was too intent on finding love, instead of keeping my heart open and allowing love to find me.
What you gotta do? You just gotta be you
Several
and
days later,
see what
I was
happens.
driving out that Mrs. Hatchigan saw someone special coming into my life very soon. I didn't realize just how soon.
Is that him?
I'd never picked up a hitchhiker in my life. Sorry, but this guy was gorgeous.
Well, I hope he's not
Besides-
dangerous.
I borrowed my buddy's car. I can't change the flat. There's no tire iron for the jack. I'm Chad.
Oh no. How'd you get
Hi.
the tire off then? Oh, that's the spare. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot.
I think it's under the mat here.
Oh. Oh, what's that?
What are you doing?
Just checking to see if you got a cell phone so I can call my
Oh,
friend.
he's going through her purse.
I'm really. You don't mind, do you?
Kinda.
I'd like to go now.
I can't do that. It'll ruin all my plans. Get in the trunk.
Oh
Take a little
no.
ride.
Oh no. Oh. Who's this guy? Ah, get him.
Don't worry. You got a
Maybe that's Mr. Right.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I am fine, thanks to you.
Yeah, that was lucky.
I'm glad I found you.
That's what the psychic said. He was gonna find her.
I don't know your name.
Oh, Steve.
Sandy.
Steve Hatchigan.
Ooh. Same name.
Actually, I've heard it before.
Yeah, somewhere.
It was Steve's mother who had predicted I would find the perfect man. I mean, that he would find me. Thank you, Mrs. Hatchigan.
Pretty incredible.
Was this just a chance meeting? Or is it possible that the hiker had seen Sandy getting a reading from his mother? Maybe
guess.
he was waiting. How could he have known exactly where Sandy was going to be?
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't her idea.
Talk about that one. Again, this kind of deals with psychic stuff again, and, you know, psychic stuff does happen. Yeah, you know, predictions come true, all that kind of thing. Most details in this story are believable. Like, you know, she gets a prediction that a man's going to find her, and then, you know, something happens and that leads to a man finding her. That much I can believe. I think it's a little strange that it ends up being the son of the psychic. I think that's a pretty big coincidence, but I think everything else kind of fits. I guess it's a kind of a Stranger Things Have Happened type of thing. You know, that one little detail is a little far-fetched, but I don't know. This might be one that I want to take a chance on, and I think I'm going to. Yep, I'm going to mark this down as truth. And wouldn't be surprised if it's not true. Stranger Things Have Happened. The stories today haven't been really out there, like we're used to seeing. Like, they're a little strange, but they're not like the weirdest ones we've seen on the show yet. I've got 3 truths. I've got 1 fiction. Got 1 more till we get our answer, and yeah, let's watch our last story here.
Take this device.
Yeah.
Looks like a miniature space capsule or perhaps a small torpedo.
Yeah, kinda.
But it's actually an early air conditioning unit for automobiles. This part would fit into your open window while the fan unit would circulate
Oh,
the air
weird.
inside your car.
Ah,
An easy
okay.
step. The object in our next story is a bit more exotic. its use a bit more unusual.
Looks like an
It's
Indiana
about to
Jones
enter the
relic.
world of
Horn. I guess it's a horn.
I am forced to deal in cold reality. You see, I'm a mortician.
That's cold reality.
Telly, dear fellow, ran an antique shop next door. A boisterous gentleman, perhaps, but I was pleased to call this colorful man my friend.
Peterson estate. I bought everything that wasn't locked down.
Peterson. Oh, yes. I handle the funeral arrangements.
You bury them, and I pick up all the pieces.
Pretty much.
Quality and
carved umbrella stand.
Whoa there!
Oh, hello.
How's that for?
You have no idea what this is, do you?
No.
Not an umbrella stand. Yep. There's the horn.
It still works, but I don't know of an orchestra in the country that could use one.
Yeah, maybe out of date.
This is a death horn, once commonly used in my profession.
Oh, maybe.
It was not unheard of for people to be mistakenly buried. Often they were.
Aha! So they bury them with the horn,
Many
so
people had fear of
if
being
someone wakes up,
buried.
they can sound the
So I
horn.
had one. As an oddity of my profession, I could take it off your hands for, say, $25.
You gotta be kidding. This
More than
little
that,
baby's
right?
all eccentric buyers?
Oh, a good theory,
Yeah.
perhaps. But if you tell them what this item was really used for, I'm afraid it'll be a hard sell indeed.
You wouldn't.
If I could sell antique bed warmers to rich old ladies with central heating, I could sell this puppy.
Sounds like a bet to me.
Perhaps you'd care to back it up with a little wager.
Yep, here it is.
If I don't sell this by the end of the week, it's yours.
Let's toss in dinner, just to make it interesting.
Gotta have the dinner.
Dinner at Piatti's.
Sounds like a pizza place.
Mr. Yamaguchi!
Here, buy my crap.
Good to see you. I have this very special, unique item. It was used here in America years ago in the funeral trade.
Says funeral. No, I don't want this.
This is one of a kind. Your clients will adore it. Solid brass. It's called a death horn.
Death horn? Nope, don't want it.
And if you woke up buried alive, all you did was... Huh? What do you think?
You know what? If you want to sell it, tell them it's something else.
Hi, hon.
Wow.
I'm afraid you're on your own tonight. Yeah, I lost the bet. Gotta take Lockwood to dinner.
The last minute customer? Oh, what's going on? No, 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 no. Well, that'll get him out of dinner, but yeah, that's not what he wanted. I think he didn't lock the door.
He suggested we meet here at the store and drive together. If he had changed his mind, why wasn't the door locked?
Oh, wait. He's blowing the horn.
And is that you?
Wait, he's not blowing the horn. The horn blew by itself.
I need an ambulance. 1800 Riverside, Santelli's Antiques. I couldn't figure it out. Here was Santelli in the middle of the floor, but unmistakably I'd heard the sound of...
It is again.
The paramedics arrived just in time. Somehow, the death horn had done its job.
Made the horn sound when nobody was around to blow it. Is it possible that some air current from a vent caused the sound?
I guess.
Could it be that Hugh Santelli telepathically willed the sound to save his own life? Or
Wonder.
did the
All right, think about that one. It's a little bit far-fetched that the horn blew by itself. Like, be real here. Like, I could see the rest of the story. Like, you know, he loses a bet about being able to sell it, you know. And, you know, if you're pushy, like in an antique store, like here, you should really buy this thing. It's like, it's off-putting. It really is. So someone's trying to push a death horn on you that, like, no one's going to buy it. The whole aspect of the bet, I think, is real. But then he collapses on the floor of his shop, and the horn blows by itself. Again, it kind of seems like a well-constructed story. You know, I guess it's possible that, you know, there could have been some air blowing, but not enough to make a horn sound, like, really. So I think I'm going to mark this last one as fiction. All right, I'm feeling good about this one. So I've got stories number 1, 3, and 4 marked as true. I've got stories 2 and 5 marked as fiction. Let's see how we did.
Now it's time to find out which of our stories tonight are inspired by actual events and which are totally made up.
Right.
How about the truck stop that was visited by the invisible spirit? Was this true or false?
I said true on this one.
You need to take some time off. And you need to keep your damn hands to yourself.
You think we created this story? You're right, it never happened.
No. Okay, 0 for 1.
How about the romantic story of the couple brought together by the mystical music box? Fact or fiction?
So I said fiction on this one.
You buy a broken music box, it's only going to remind you of a broken romance.
Does this sound like one we made up? Not this time. Our research shows it happened on the West Coast in 1995.
Oh, really? Okay. 0 for 2.
Let's take another look at the story of the young man in the pawn shop incident. True or false?
Okay, I said true on this one.
Back out of here! You're not stealing my watch!
If this is true, this is totally badass.
I'll bet that thing ain't even loaded. 2 to 1. You're wrong.
Was this story of a man trapped in his own premonition based on a real happening? According to our research, it happened in the Midwest around 1990. It's
okay. There's one.
How did you judge the story of the young woman who found her Prince Charming in the most unexpected way? Fact or fancy?
I'm fancy. I wanted to say fancy, but I did say true on this one, so...
Get in the trunk. I'm gonna take a little ride. Where you going?
This story is based on a real event discovered by our research staff. It happened in Miami, Florida. It's fact.
Right. I love they're being more specific, but yeah, I got 2.
Let's take another look at the story of the antique dealer whose life was saved by an unusual object.
This is a death hole.
Alright, I said fiction on this one.
Many people had a fear of premature burial, so they had one of these installed in the casket, reaching from the burial vault to the surface of the ground.
Did you think this one really happened? If you did, we whistled one right past you. It never happened. It's false.
Alright, so I got the last 3, so got myself a nice 3 out of 5.
Once again, fact and fiction are like 2 colors side by side on the same palette. Dip the brush in one color at a time, and the result is a basic color, but mix them together, and you end up with a combination whose color can only be described as beyond belief.
Red and blue make purple. Well, thank you guys for tuning into this Beyond Belief reaction. After kind of a below-average first episode of Season 3, I've kind of gotten back to my average, getting 3 on this one. So I'm happy. Still hoping to get a little bit better. Keep hitting the 3s, maybe a few 4s, and maybe get another 5. We'll see. I feel like I'm getting back in my groove. It's been a few weeks since I filmed a Beyond Belief, so thought maybe I was a little out of practice, but yeah, getting a 3 again, I'm happy. So we'll see if I can do a little bit better next episode. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, JordangeVlogs. And until next time, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been JordangeVision. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.